In the last airdrop video, I spoke about 6 different Dymension airdrops coming up before the end of this year. But in the meantime, more airdrops have just been announced. And we've got 3 new ones, potentially more, of course, but you know, these keep on popping up every couple of weeks or so. Sometimes we get a couple of them per week. I have been busy in the last few days, so I haven't had a chance to cover them. But as soon as I saw this, I thought, you know, I better do a video and let people know, especially if you're staking Dymension. If you're not staking Dymension, again, I'm not telling you to buy some to stake. I'm just letting you know that Dymension seems to be doing what Cosmos has been doing for so long and what Injective and Celestia have been doing for a while. Although Celestia has kind of slowed down in the sense that you're not seeing as many applications getting built on Celestia right now. I don't know what's going on, but it seems that all the attention has moved towards Dymension, and the wave of airdrops is just amazing. It kind of reminds me of Juno and Osmosis in the early days when they used to get a ton of airdrops, but that's also because there weren't that many zones back then. If you're a cosmonaut, you probably know that. I wasn't heavily following Cosmos back then, but I do know that Osmosis and Juno were getting a ton of airdrops. But just to get straight in here, we've got 3 different airdrops. So the first one is Gata Hub. This is a yield hub within the Dymension ecosystem focusing on NFTs. We can expect this to happen in Q2 or Q3 of 2024. The airdrop size is 72.5 million. Felis is the ticker symbol of this token. And the key features are that it's an NFT launchpad, it's an NFT marketplace, NFT staking for rewards, yield dApp offering gamified yield for both FTs and NFTs, as well as an NFT perpetuals for speculating on NFT market trends. That's interesting. I don't think I've heard of NFT perpetuals, but I mean, people create anything nowadays just to make money, right? Especially developers, knowing that with Web3, there's money to be made. Not right now with the altcoin market going down, but even if they score with some kind of private sale or token sale and they'll get enough attention, they'll make enough bucks, you know, just out of that. So even if the project may not end up being successful, as most of them do end up failing, as you probably know. But the idea with the tokenomics here is that the max supply is going to be 972.5 million. Genesis supply is going to be 300 million. The airdrop is 7% of the supply. And the total supply is going to be reached in the first 4 years. It's going to be used for transaction fees and rewards within the rollup. Okay, so it's great that we're getting a good breakdown here of the tokenomics because I believe these are quite important. The team get 11%, 9% goes to the token sale, so they had that as well. The community drop gets 7%, ecosystem growth gets the most at 47%, the community pool is 17%, grants and bounties as well with smaller percentages. The next one we've got here is a betting one, AllIn Bets, infrastructure rollup for on-chain gaming. We don't know what the airdrop size is because apparently the team did not confirm an airdrop to DIM stakers yet, but giving other rollups launching, we are expecting DIM stakers to receive a roll drop. AllIn Bets is a decentralized platform where gambling meets the crypto metaverse building on Dymension. So even though the Dymension price isn't doing so well, there's lots of building going on there. So like I said, it totally reminds me of Juno and Osmosis. Does it also remind you of something similar? Or what does it remind you of? Because certainly not Polkadot, I can tell you that. They are basically following on Cosmos's footsteps to give us some airdrops. So yeah, the price of DIM isn't great. It's not reflecting the real value that it should have, given that so many more airdrops are given to DIM stakers. It just seems like those airdrop hunters are not jumping on the boat. And I'm not sure why. Maybe they're waiting for better days and then we're just going to see a massive spike when it comes to the DIM price, especially if there's going to be a very profitable airdrop. As soon as you're going to see an airdrop similar to Moonriver was on Kusama back in 2021, where you're getting like a ton back compared to what you are actually locking up for, you know, until that happens, I think it's going to be a bit quiet in the sense of, you know, people are not so excited about the airdrops right now, especially because of the market conditions when it comes to the altcoins. And finally, let's talk about Mande Network. This is the last airdrop that was announced. The token is going to be called MAND, so Mand. The snapshot date was taken on the 30th of April and the airdrop size is going to be 1 million. Mande Network's ambitious aim is to sculpt the most robust on-chain credibility framework that acts as the cornerstone for other dApps. 5% of the MAND total supply is going to be unlocked at launch. So 5 million MAND are allocated to the early users of the Mande Network rollup through a credibility staking dApp. And they introduced Proof of Credibility (POC) protocol built on the principles of the Ubuntu philosophy and leveraging ZK credentials. So this is about privacy. Okay, we've seen a lot of stuff about ZK lately. It's very privacy focused. So to create the most robust on-chain credibility framework for dApps, enhancing trust, privacy, and security across essential societal domains such as politics, social platforms, and financial systems. So there you have it. There are some other airdrops for Atom stakers and some for TIA stakers, even injective stakers. But for the purposes of this video, I just wanted to talk about these specific 3 Dymension airdrops because I'm going to be focusing on Dymension mostly, given that there's just a wave of airdrops coming in for staking DIM. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.